Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Irene Plays. Have you guessed where we are? Well, you're probably right. We are back in Owl's Grove, and we are closing in on having this place completed. Now, this building here to the right of me, this brand new building, is going to be, as was suggested, a gym. Don't know if there's room for coffee here too, but then again, coffee shop's only right over here. So I'm a little bit curious. I've noticed that some of the buildings are not finished, and I was pretty sure I had finished them. But we'll get all that done. And actually, to tell you the truth, the absolute honest truth, we're going to have at least one more episode here of Owl's Grove, simply because there's room for at least 2 or 3 more small buildings, and I'm not sure yet what they should be. This is the mayor's house. We have ironically, the bookstore is bigger than, I think. Where'd the bookstore go? Where are you hiding, bookstore? I think this might be it here. No. And you see the second floor is not done. I was sure I had done it. But so ironically, this bookstore, finally, here it is. This bookstore is actually bigger than the gym. So I'm thinking we need to do some rearranging and unfortunately maybe cut down a couple trees. So what I'm planning on doing here is we will finish decorating the inside of I really have to do that. And I believe I have one of those extendable ladder things. Anyhow, there it is. I keep getting lost. Oh, where's the gym? So, by coincidence, I certainly didn't plan it this way, but by coincidence, today would have been, well, today would have been my mother's birthday. So, can't believe she's been gone for several years now. Why is it that just about the time you're really into what you're doing it? I think I might have put those a little bit too close together. So the plan here is to finish now, how did I skip a line? The plan here is to finish this place and decorate it fully. And then sometime between now and next week, we will finish the town. And my plan is not to sell the town, but to rent it out. I don't know how that's going to work. It probably has. I find it weird that there is no business you can rent. There's nothing that you can rent as a business that includes a bedroom. So about the only thing is Try that again. About the only thing you can rent a property that includes a bedroom as is as a house. Okay, so once we have this place decorated, we're going to finish it off. We're going to buy all the things that we need. I know this is a very small building, but if I had gone up, I would have had to cut down at least 1 or 2 more trees. I really don't want to cut down the trees. The whole point of Owl's Grove is that it's in the woods. So we'll see what we can do. I need to paint this building or finish it in some way. Oh, I was saying when I was interrupted by the phone, we will do what we can today. Then between now and next week, I will finish it off. I will build 1 or 2 small houses, maybe. I'm not sure. I'd really appreciate it if you could add a comment for this video saying what you'd like to see in the final home in Owl's Grove. And as I said, I'm going to rent it out rather than sell it, because after all this work and all these episodes, I really don't want to just get rid of it. On the other hand, it probably will have to be sold as well, let me show you. If we were going to sell, we can rent it as housing. Oh, we could rent it as an office. Oh, we can rent it as a cafe. I'll bet you it won't rent as a restaurant. Yeah, it doesn't have a dining room, but we could actually add a dining room. That's an interesting idea. So these are the things that we're going to do. We're going to finish this building. We're going to give it a name. We're going to make sure that all of the buildings have their outside finishes done. We're going to, sometime between now and the next time I see you, which would be next Tuesday, I plan on, oh, my brain is working slowly today. Sometime between now and next Tuesday, I will build 1 or 2 other buildings, and we'll do a final tour of Owl's Grove. We'll go through all of the buildings, and then we will rent it out. Which means that if we want to, we can come back and visit again sometime. So, that is Owl's Grove. Maybe I need to build a restaurant here with a restaurant kitchen and tables and et cetera, simply because this month I will be celebrating with my husband the 40th anniversary of our first date. Yes, we met in 1985. And it was a blind date. His aunt set us up. And I'll tell you a secret. I knew that was it. The day I met him, I knew. But that's okay. Now, we need to install a bathroom here. That's a weird segue from that conversation about meeting my husband, isn't it? But we need to install a bathroom here. This is the one thing about House Flipper 1 that I really am not fond of. And it's funny because apparently a lot of people, where's the toilet? Apparently a lot of people complain that they don't have to install everything and put it together anymore. To me, that was a big advantage, because the thing is, if you install, for example, a toilet, and it turns out that it's in the wrong place, you want to move it, you can't move it. You have to sell it. You have to sell the plumbing. And yeah, I really did. That was my least favorite part of House Flipper 1. It still is. I'm sorry, but true. We need a simple toilet, something plain and not too big. Should we put a shower in here? I mean, this is a gym after all. Come on, where's the, oh, that's the one I want. That's probably the easiest one to put together. You just have to drop it, basically. Accessories, bathroom, and use that one. Yep. I don't know, maybe it's just my eyes, but that doesn't look like rolls of toilet paper. Okay, now we need a sink in it. This is my very least favorite. Um, my very least favorite assembly project is putting in a sink, because if you don't do it exactly right, you end up with water all over the floor. It's almost too real. I think it's cool that they thought it would be a good idea to make it realistic. At the same time, not so much. Actually, let's do here. We have interior design, bathroom fixtures. I believe that there is a kitchen sink here somewhere. And these are movable. If I don't like where it is, I can move it, which is cool. A hammock bathtub? Never heard of it. I don't even remember installing some of this stuff. Um, I think not too bad. And why don't we do that one? Because I can't see what the hell I'm doing. Oh, come on. I think we will pick a different one. Is that low enough? Oh, come on, stay put. That'll do. That'll do, donkey. Okay, mirror. That happens to be one of my favorite right now. Let's see if we can find something a little different. That's kind of nice. Actually, let's go with that. And we need a light for the ceiling. Ceiling lamps. We want something simple. Actually, I rather like that one. We're going to use black steel. Put it up here. Light switch. Light switches. Simple one. There we go. That's simple enough. If it weren't for the fact that I don't feel like building anymore, I would put another toilet here. And a wall between them, obviously. Maybe we should put a shower here. Decoration, not decoration. Interior design, bathroom fixtures. What do we want in here? We want, oh, I like that. I wish I'd noticed it before. Seems to me there was a small shower. Enclosed shower. Canadian bathtub. Interesting. Wouldn't you know? Sorry about that, folks. That was my alarm. Yes, I got up early this morning. I thought there was a small enclosed shower here. I don't want a huge tub. I don't want anything like that. I just want a shower. I mean, that's fine, but then how do you enclose it? Maybe we'll build onto this building and add a shower, like a dressing room. I think that would be a cool idea. I think we'll think about that. In the meantime, this is a bathroom. So let's put a bathroom sign over the door. Oh, look, here's a boat. Good. Okay, so we've got some exercise bikes. We don't need that anymore. By the way, this wall color is, let's go back. I think vanilla bean or something like that. Oh, here we go. Vanilla flower, it's called. That's the one I chose.
Hello, everybody. My name is Fudge, and I am Merc's brother. If you like Mom's content, I would really like it, and so would Merc, and so would Allie, and so would Mom, if you would consider subscribing to our channel. It would help you see our videos sooner, and it would help us as well. So, please, consider subscribing, like the channel, share it, all that good stuff. Thanks.
Anyway, so it's a small room. We'll add a little more exercise equipment. Better than nothing. On the other hand, how big can we go? Well, if we don't do the whole thing, We could add an additional room space over here. Let's see what we can do. And I shouldn't have sold the paint. It's basically going to be another bathroom, isn't it? I don't know. I will do that later. I haven't even done the outside of the building yet. This is the gym. We've got 3 exercise bikes. We've got a treadmill. What else do we need? We've got some exercise balls. We've got some weights over here. I don't know. What else do we need? Some decorations on the walls. So I will be right back. I'm going to pause the recording and finish this room, and then I will return. Well, talk about agony. When I tried to add the sign for our gym to the game gave me a really hard time. When for one thing, the gallery opens extremely slowly anyhow, as you can see. For another thing, when I went to add the picture, it kept minimizing itself. So I finally had to kill the program. And when I came back in, I was rewarded with the notification that the program didn't close properly last time. Do you want to reset everything and lose all you've done? And I, of course, said no, and it worked. But wow, that's a weird place to go just because of a minor glitch. Okay, this paint we probably don't need anymore. Now, one thing I did was to make sure that this building is finished. I think I'm going to leave it with a flat roof since a lot of times, is that another one? I think it's one that was already there. A lot of times what happens is that a gym or something like that will have a flat roof on it. I also walked through the town and I did notice, why does that always close? I did notice that one of the buildings over here, this was not properly finished off. So I did finish that off. At least I hope I did. I hope it counts still. Yes, I finished it. And I knew I had one of those. Should sell it at this point. But just in case, we'll leave it. And then over here, this we can get rid of. You really lose money on those things in this game. That's one of the things, that's one of my list of things I like better in House Flipper 2, is the fact that if you buy a ladder, when you sell it, you get back what you paid for it. Now, I haven't done the inside of this yet, but this is another building. Don't know what I'm going to do with it. Maybe it'll be a house. Maybe it'll be a cafe. Let me know in the comments what you think. Should it be a house? Should it be a cafe? What should it be? And so I finished off these buildings, the outside of them. Got some seats over here. Now that one stayed open. That's weird. Or did I just open it when I walked by? I probably did. Probably just didn't realize it's so automatic that when I walk by, I do that, that I probably just didn't notice that I did that. One of the things I did do was right where you first come into town. Let's see if we can find it again. I don't know why I keep getting lost. Let's see. There it is. I stopped arguing and trying to get rid of the extra ones of these. I figure, what the heck? Oh, I did put, oh well, I don't care. This is the gym. Not quite done, but we have a bathroom here. We have some exercise bicycles. We have a weight bench. A couple exercise balls. And this sign, how you doing? How you doing? Was in the one to flip, which is an apartment that represented, was it? Oh my God. Ross and Chandler's apartment in Friends. No, wait. It was Joey and Chandler, not Ross and Chandler. If you're going to refer to classic TV, you got to get the names right. Remember that. There's also a Smelly Cat poster or something like Smelly Cat. Anyhow, so this is the gym. What we still have to do in this game is there's definitely space for at least one or two small homes. And as I asked you earlier in this video, I would love to hear what you think. What should we add at this point? This is the nail salon. And in the meantime, between now and next Tuesday when we come back, I will build whatever you suggest that I should build, if I can. And I will finish this place off. And when we're done looking at it, we are going to rent it out. And I was very surprised when I looked and saw that I could rent this place out as a cafe or an office or a home. And the only thing I can't rent it out as is a restaurant. And it might be worth doing that, but we'll see. I grew some tomatoes for my husband. Oh, and by the way, well, let's harvest the tomatoes. Gonna have a nice farmer's market this weekend. Anyhow, so over here, the gym. As you can see, the name for this gym is Albie Fit, and it says at Patsy's. And Patsy was my mother. So this is in memory of Patsy. Can't believe it's been 2 years already since she passed away. But this is for her. And as I keep saying, and I keep repeating myself, I'm very repetitive today. We will return to Owl's Grove on next Tuesday. And when we do, we will rent the place out. And that will be it for today. I need to spread some lights around so that people can see in the dark. I need to, yeah, this is the one that I put up. I must have done it automatically when I came in. And as I said, Owls Grove. The mayor is Hedwig K. Cole. And Hedwig K. Cole was my grandmother, my mother's mother. So, and she is very much missed. They both are. But as long as we have videos like this one, at least their memories will stay alive. Okay, remember, if you've gotten this far, I need you to subscribe. I need you to like this video, share it with your friends, and please, 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 please make comments. What is the town missing? What don't they have that they should have? Perhaps a grocery store, a convenience store, a restaurant, an actual restaurant. Tell me about it. I really want to hear from you. And I read every comment and I reply to most comments, unless they're the nonsense kind that I occasionally see. Those will be deleted. So have a fantastic week. And I will see you again here next Tuesday, where we will finish things up. What I may do, since the place will be finished and we will just be touring it and renting it, I may do another project, either in House Flipper 1 or House Flipper 2. That is another thing, excuse me for the coughing. That is another thing that you can help me with. You can suggest my next project. I'd love to hear it. So thanks a lot and bye-bye.